Hi everyone! We haven't done a video in a while, but it hasn't really been anything to record, so today I'm actually taking out my dreads, and I've had them since February 2017, so almost 8 years. I've cut them and dyed them and bleached them and everything under the sun, but just kind of ready for a change, so we're sitting here watching Dread and combing away. So what I'm doing though is, or what we're doing is, I'm putting like hair conditioner on a piece of dread and taking a comb and just very slowly combing away at it. We've already been working on it for like probably 2 hours, and neither one of us has gotten through a whole dread yet. It's probably going to be a few days, but here we go.
If never I met you, I'd never have seen you cry. If not for a first hello, we never have to say goodbye. If never I held you, my feelings would never show. It's time I start walking, but there's so much you'll never know. Keep telling you, hard luck woman, you ain't a hard luck woman. Red's Sally's only daughter, a child of the water, too proud to be a queen. Red, I really love you, I can't forget.
So this is my hair after the very last dread was brushed out. I haven't done anything to it yet. I will make another video in a couple days after I've done all what I'm planning to do. I've got a lot more length than I expected, and it definitely is going to need some TLC.
Tables, ladders, and chairs?
Yes. Not the hair.
Peace.
Okay, so I don't want to talk too long or anything, but I did want to talk about why I chose to brush out my dreadlocks. I had them for close to 10 years. I put them in when I was like 20 or early 20s, and I'm in my early 30s now. But I had always liked dreadlocks from the time that I was in probably like middle school. I used to like, you know, the videos of like Korn, you know, Jonathan Davis, Rob Zombie. I think the chick in The Fifth Element has dreads, and that was one of my favorite movies. It just looked kind of like otherworldly. It was just always a cool look for me. It wasn't like anything spiritual or like religious or anything like that. It just looked cool. And I just cut my hair pretty short, and I started them, so that my dreads were pretty short when I started them, and they got really long. I've cut them, I've dyed them, I've bleached them, I've trimmed them. I've done everything except set them on fire. And today I'm actually going to send off my dreads in a fire, so we're gonna give them a true Viking send-off. My husband has dreadlocks, and he's had his for a few years longer than I had mine. So it was kind of like scary a little to change, and like, you know, when people see us, they're like, oh, the couple with dreadlocks, you know, but I've been thinking about it for a while now, and well, like a couple years really, I've had it in my head that I wanted to brush them out. and it's finally just to a point. So that's what I wanted to do. I've spent this last 10 years working really hard. I've been a waitress, a bartender, doing jobs like that was just physically exhausting. People aren't very nice, you know. I was also trying to be a mom and a wife and go to school, and it was just really hard, physically and mentally. And I've got a job now where it's not like that, and I actually get like 7 to 8 hours of sleep. I'm eating good. I'm spending more time with my family. Just mentally, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. And I feel like it was a good point in time to like start the next chapter. I had my husband help me start brushing my hair out on Christmas night, like the day of Christmas that night. And it took me a full week. I didn't finish until the next Wednesday. Christmas was on a Wednesday this year. And that was like starting from morning to night, you know, minus like having to get up and do things like shower, eat, blah, 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 work. And it was a long process. My fingers are actually calloused from holding the comb so much. My hair is actually in pretty good shape, all things considered. The breakage wasn't too bad. I had a lot of shed. I'm doing a lot of steps to like rehabilitate it. I'm doing like the rosemary oil and like scalp massage, hair mask, double shampoo, argan oil in it, you know, sleeping with silk and stuff like that. And like, I mean, it's better than I could have hoped for. I've always had very thick hair, and like for what it would have been normally, it's kind of thin, but it's not as bad as I have expected or have seen other people who brush their dreadlocks out on YouTube, how their hair looked afterwards. I'm pretty happy. We ended up using mostly a like metal, like lice comb type of deal. The plastic comb I bought originally, before I even got through like 3 or 4 dreads, it was like breaking the teeth off and bending, and the metal just held up really well. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted something a little more easily managed. I wanted to be able to wash my hair again and run my fingers through it and just be soft for a little while. I might put them back in one day. I don't know. It just doesn't really fit what I'm trying to do at this point, which is finish my education, grow in this new career path, and just kind of be soft for a while, like get more into my femininity. I don't know if any of you who might watch this, nobody might watch it, but if you have dreadlocks, you'll know they're very heavy, because most of what the dreadlock is like hair that has shedded, but it's still on, like inside, enmeshed. And we go to the river a good bit with our friends during the summertime. Trent plays paintball, and it seems like every time we're out there it's raining. Just washing your hair is like a whole ordeal, because you have to do it early in the morning and let your hair air dry the best you can. I mean, sometimes you have to use a blow dryer, but it's just like heavy. And even when it's not wet, it can be pretty heavy, because like I said, my hair is thick. So like, I have a bun on my head, and it's like I can feel the weight of it, or like a ponytail even, and it's like pulling your head back. Or if it's long too, you know, you might end up like sitting on it, and then like you're fighting it. And I can totally, even before I was even done brushing them all out, like I'd only brushed out like half of them, I could tell a difference on the weight on my neck. And it just feels a lot better, honestly. The weight was killing me. Also, another thing I was concerned about was like, we don't really like get our dreads maintenanced. I didn't, he doesn't. So like we don't do the like retwisting or like crochet. What is it when the interlocking? We don't do that. It was pretty like low maintenance. The only thing I can say that we did was like wash it, or like if they start to Congo together, we tear them apart, or if they were too thin at the root, combine two that are thin. But they're very like free range chickens. But even then still, what I was getting at is I would get worried about like the spots in between dreads. It seemed like my hair would try and start like thinning between certain ones. Like I could do like that and see my scalp between two dreads, and that really like kind of freaked me out. Like I didn't want it to be a Lil Wayne situation, like start losing my hair because of the tension, or you know, whatever. And also it's really hard to exfoliate your scalp underneath a dreadlock. So like my hair is dark naturally. I did dye it, but it's naturally dark, and dry scalp shows up really easy on dark hair. And so it seemed like no matter what, I could not get rid of dreadlocks. I would change shampoos, I would put oils.
Dandruff?
Yeah, what did I say?
Dreadlocks.
Yeah, I could not get rid of dandruff. And I really hated the way that looked. Maybe people noticed, maybe they didn't. I did. Every time I looked at my hair, it would bother me. And then like when I had them brushed out, just like the amount of like sores I had on my scalp, even now still, it's been a few days, it's no wonder I had dandruff, because like inside of the dread would be like red and dry and sore. And anyway, I still think dreadlocks are really cool. Every time I look at Trent's, I kind of miss mine a little bit, but just for now, it's more so like not really a goodbye as much as a see you later. Yeah, I just needed some time, but who knows, might put them in again later. That's about all I have to say about that.
Yeah, definitely took a long time.
That was a lot of work, and I wouldn't recommend it.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think so. All right, let's get ready for this Viking funeral.
Stay classy, LA.
Cut. All right, so this was like 98% of the hair I lost. We've been calling him Reggie. He's just been hanging out on the coffee table for a while.
Oh my God.
And,
Reggie.
Reginald, but Reggie for short. We're friends.
Oh my God, that's so fucking stupid.
Today, we're sending him off. So
Poor Reggie.
it's a lot of hair. Like the weight of it.
Well, just hold it. Don't ball it up.
I wish I could like
It's like,
tell you guys.
good Lord.
The weight of this.
Make that into a pillow.
It kind of was a pillow for a while.
Make that into a pillow and sell it
Yeah. This
for
is,
like $1,000.
Honestly, it's ridiculous. But no. R.I.P. Reggie.
Alright. Alright, here, you gonna hold it?